to pivot into project management, and the first thing you come across in your research are certifications. There's a lot of information out there telling you that earning a badge is absolutely necessary to land a role in project management. But here's the truth. Certifications are majorly overrated, and the real job market does not care as much about them as you might think. Let me tell you why. First of all, the job market doesn't actually require them. Everyone assumes certifications are a must-have for project management roles, but here's what actually happens when you go and look at real job listings on LinkedIn and on other job boards. More often than not, certifications are not mentioned at all, or they're listed as a nice-to-have and not as a must-have. What is always mentioned, even unfortunately for junior roles, is experience. And honestly, it makes complete sense. If I were hiring a project manager, you having earned a theoretical badge gives me very little confidence that you can actually do the job. But if you have led a real project before, even if it was just a small one, I'm thinking, okay, they've done this. They figured it out. They can probably do it again. That's what hiring managers are actually looking for. My tip, go check out 5 to 10 PM jobs that you would actually like to apply for and scan them. Do they mention any certifications or not? This will give you a clearer and more targeted idea whether you should get a certification or not, and if so, which one. Second, the cost doesn't justify the return. Let's talk money because this matters. These certifications are expensive. We're talking hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, and what you get in return is foundational theoretical knowledge. The return on investment just isn't there for most people, especially when you're just starting out. And here's the thing. The knowledge itself, which is genuinely really valuable, you can get that from a Udemy course for $15. So before you spend thousands on a certification, try that first. Get a low-cost preparation course, which you will need to take anyways to fulfill the exam requirements later on, and see how far that knowledge alone gets you in interviews and in conversations with hiring managers. You might be surprised. And if you later decide to take the certification exam after all, then you have already done the required training hours. So it's a win-win. I'll link some of those prep courses in the description below so you can check them out. Third, a badge won't automatically get you a higher salary. A lot of people believe a certification will earn them more money. So let's break that down depending on where in your career you actually are right now. If you're brand new to project management, a certification can be an entry ticket, but all of the other candidates will most likely have the same entry ticket. In a competitive market, what actually makes you stand out is real-world experience. Solving actual problems, managing real projects, and adding this tangible value that companies can actually tell you are moving the needle. That's what gets you a high-paying project management role, not a badge that hundreds of other applicants also have. Now, if you're looking to get promoted internally, have a direct conversation with your manager and ask them, will this certification actually move the needle on my salary? And while you're at it, is it possible that the company pays for this certification? Because many employers will cover the costs if it's relevant to your role. If they won't pay for it and there's no guaranteed pay increase attached to earning this certification, that tells you everything you need to know about how much they actually value it and whether you should actually pursue this certification right now or not. And now, if you're pivoting into project management from a different field, yes, a certification can give you confidence, and there's definitely real value in that. But it won't replace your experience, and it won't replace positioning yourself correctly in the market and positioning your existing experience and PM point of views and terminology. Fourth, experience will always beat theory. Here's where the market is shifting. AI is taking over a lot of the admin-heavy and tool-based side of project management. What it can't replicate is people skills. Stakeholder management, communication, conflict resolution, that's where the real value is. And no certification necessarily teaches you that. You learn it by doing. So if you're wondering how to actually get hands-on experience, especially when all of the entry-level roles require you to already come with experience, if you're starting from scratch, here's one underrated tip. Reach out to nonprofits and early-stage startups and offer a few hours of your time each week for free, specifically to help them with managing certain projects. Yes, you can view it as unpaid work, but what it will actually do is open doors for you. It will expand your network because you're talking to people. And also, it will give you that sought-after practical experience that is needed for almost every role. These organizations almost always have more work than capacity, and they're usually very open to someone coming in and helping them bring structure and momentum to what they're already doing. You learn real conditions with real stakeholders, real deadlines, and real pressure. and you walk away with something concrete to talk about in interviews. Now, a quick note on the certifications themselves, just so you know what's what and what are we actually talking about before I give you my final take. So the PMP and the PMI ACP specifically are designed for people already working as project managers who want basically an official credential to back up their experience. Both of these require at least 3 to 5 years of experience anyway, so they're not really entry-level options. The CAPM, on the other hand, is aimed at juniors. It's really designed to help you learn the fundamentals and build confidence when you're just starting out. So here's my take. In 2026, certifications are mostly for your own confidence, not a real competitive advantage in the job market. Get one if your employer is paying for it and it comes with a guaranteed pay increase. That's a no-brainer. Also, get one if you generally need that structured confirmation of your knowledge and you have the time and the money to spare anyways. But otherwise, save your money. Do the low-cost Udemy course to get the knowledge, which is actually valuable, and not the badge. And above all, get as much hands-on experience as possible. That is what will actually get you hired. Start networking, start reaching out to people, be visible on LinkedIn, and get your foot in the door by getting actual practical experience for free for a couple of hours per week. If you want to figure out your positioning in the market, build a job application strategy, and actually land a high salary career in project management, you can also book a free discovery call with me and we can work through it together. I'll put the link below in the description. I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I'd love to hear where you stand on this. And if you found it useful, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.